What's good? You are now rocking with the Bigs. My name is Herb Howard, wrapping things up from lab at Halas Hall, where the Bears just completed their first mandatory minicamp practice. After practice, we had the opportunity to speak to quarterback Justin Fields, wide receiver Darnell Mooney, safety Eddie Jackson, in addition to head coach Matt Eberflus. And speaking to Coach Eberflus, I asked him about Tevin Jenkins, the Bears' second-round pick from last year, no longer running with the first unit. When I first realized that, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. We're early into the offseason. It's a good time to kind of move guys around, find out where pieces go where, if you have any positional flexibility with these guys. But now we're going into another week where we are seeing Tevin Jenkins not running with the first unit. He's running with the second unit, while Braxton Jones, the rookie, is playing with the first unit right now. That is very, very concerning for me. Coach, the first time we found out that, Tevin Jenkins wasn't running with the ones, you kind of just think maybe you guys were just trying some different things out, moving guys around. This week you see it again, it becomes just a little bit more real. Is it a situation where he's just maybe not the best option at that spot right now?
Well, I would say that, remember we said we were going to do 6 practices in the beginning. We're going to finish off this way. So we're going to finish off the rest of minicamp with this alignment. And then we'll decide at the end, hey, we like this alignment, that alignment, or like I said, don't like either one. Let's go with a new one. And so we're just assessing guys' talents, assessing their skill level, and going forward from there.
Matt Eberflus says it's not a big deal. He says right now they're just moving guys around. He says they're going to allow Braxton Jones to continue to run with the first unit for the next several practices, but it does not mean that Tevin Jenkins won't be the starter when the season actually rolls around. To me, it is a red flag that your second-round pick is not entrenched in the first unit, even at this stage in the offseason. We'll continue to monitor that going forward, as that is going to be a very, very important piece of the Bears story of the 2022 season. And speaking of quarterback Justin Fields, he acknowledged that the Bears are not ready to play a game. He was asked specifically if the Bears are ready to play a game. He says no. He says, I like the direction that we're going, and I think that we certainly will be ready. He likes what the offense can ultimately become, but he was very honest. He said, not right now, we are not ready to go out there and play a game. We're still learning these things. We're still coming together. There are lots of new pieces, as well as an entirely new system for them all to learn. It is natural for them to not quite be ready to play a game right now, but he says we are moving in the right direction, and he's confident that they will be ready to go when the time comes. Speaking to veteran safety Eddie Jackson, he also talked about the new coaching. He specifically talked about his new coach Dre, and saying that he's been pushing him in the right direction and working on the small things, working on how he high points the ball, how he comes in and out of his breaks defensively, all types of things that many people question. Could Eddie Jackson, a veteran receiver who's built a name for himself in this league, would he be receptive to new coaching, especially tough, hard-nosed, meticulous coaching? Eddie Jackson says he's not only receptive to it, but he's excited about it. He thinks they can make him a better player. He also referenced the possibility of playing with rookie safety Jaquan Brisker, who came out of Penn State. He says Jaquan Brisker is a guy who's more comfortable playing down in the box. He likes to go in and make tackles. Eddie Jackson says, hey, if the young kid wants to go down there and play in the box, let him go play in the box. It frees me up to go back on the back end and make plays on the football, which is absolutely what Eddie Jackson is more comfortable doing. So, wrapping things up from here at Halas Hall, the Bears will be back out here tomorrow for their second mini camp practice, and then they'll wrap up on Thursday for the Bigs Media. My name is Herb Howard. It's us.